He literally talks her through him eating her pussy and through her first orgasm of the night, y'all. Okay, so boom. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Softest Night In, episode 1. This is my new series where I give myself a slow, sensual night at home and pair it with whatever book has me hooked at the moment. It's self-care, it's storytelling, it's grown woman softness, and it's just me letting myself unwind in a way that feels so good to my body and my spirit while I consume a book and then chat about it. It's a new concept, so I'm still working out the run of the show, but I welcome any suggestions in the comments. But anyway, tonight's episode is inspired by a holiday short I read called Brown Butter by Grey Huffington. And have you ever met someone and felt an instant connection? One that has you reconsidering all your boundaries and leaving your common sense at the door? Our main character's name is Farre, spelled F-A-R-R-E, and she's learning a new city and trying to kind of stay grounded during the holidays when she sends a text to the wrong number. That's when Graham, our male character, comes in. He just so happens to get this little accidental text and things get steamy and go left in the most delicious way possible. Their story is short, sweet, smooth, and sensual. So for tonight's Softest Night In, I wanted a setup that matches that feeling. This is Brown Butter.
but you ain't happy. Channel all them words of affirmation and want somewhere's open, you ain't happy. And that's me.
In Brown Butter, Farre, our main character, makes cinnamon rolls and other desserts. But biscuits feel more like me. I want to literally be browned butter biscuits to complement how decadent I smell right now.
Never crossed my mind. When I had a target of your heart in sight, even in darkness you still saw my light. Was it only a matter of time? Did I remind you? Told me you tried.
To die for. This is probably like the best part, the top flaky part where you find all the butter. I saved the best for last. It don't make no sense how delicious a biscuit, a simple biscuit is. So good. All right, y'all. Now that I'm all buttered, moisturized, fed, and feeling like somebody's dessert, so let's get into brown butter because this story opens up in a way that had me locked in immediately. So Farre is in this chapter of life where she's trying to settle into this new city that she's moved into, and she wants to feel like home. She doesn't want to keep running back home to her hometown with her family every holiday just because they expect her to. And I can relate to that a lot because I live here in Houston and my family is 12 hours away. And I know that in the past, like whenever I wanted to really just stay home and not do a lot of traveling and just to stay within the comfort of my own home and cook my own food or whatnot, my family members took offense to it. And it was like, you know, you kind of feel like guilty a little bit, like damn, like maybe I should be with my family. And I have to teach myself that spending the holidays alone or with my friends and not with my family doesn't mean that I don't love them. It just means that I need my own space sometimes. Sometimes I need to breathe, or sometimes I need to create my own new memories outside of them because I want to have my own family one day. And I want to be able to, if I get a husband, or I'm not gonna say if, when I get a husband, I don't want my family members to feel away if I spend the holidays with my man's family. So that's always a constant in the back of my mind. But I have to also understand and realize that I have my own life to live and that my life is my own and that I don't have to do what other people want me to do. I don't have to do it just because that's what they want me to do. I'ma always look out for me and do what I feel is best for me at all times. And I feel like that's exactly where Farre is coming from, because when the story opens up, Farre is on the phone with her mom, and her mom is not thrilled about her being away from them for Thanksgiving. But her mom isn't the problem. I feel like a lot of parents sometimes try to make it about them, but it's not about them. So her mom is not the problem. The real issue is that Farre just wants space. She just needs space, and she knows going home won't give her that. She knows she wants to build her own footing and ground herself in her new city that she's just moved to, and she won't be able to do that if she keeps running home. And so Farre understands that, but her parents don't, and I have experienced that too. So I was like, I can resonate with what's happening here in this story. Now switching over to our male character, his name is Graham, and he's such an interesting character because he loves to smoke weed, he jokes around, he has a smart ass mouth, y'all, which I love. I love a smart ass mouth nigga, like. But he's bold, and when it comes to love, he is serious. Like, it's not something he plays about. And a lot of that comes from how he grew up. Like, his mom struggled with addiction, so he was mostly raised by his grandmother, and that relationship shaped him. He understands care and love in a deep way because he had to learn stability from his grandmother, not his mother. So when he sees something, this man will move mountains and do what he has to do to get that something, and he doesn't play about it. Y'all, what kept me reading this story and what kept me so intrigued was when he showed up at her door with flowers and his dog. I didn't read the synopsis beforehand, so when I realized she texted the wrong dude, I was like, what? I gasped. I was like, wait a minute. So she thought she was texting one of her old friends to come over after Thanksgiving dinner to have dessert, that she was going to be making blondie brownies, cinnamon rolls, and so many other desserts. So she thought she was going to be able to reconnect with a friend who was living in this new city that she just moved to. But lo and behold, the friend done changed her goddamn number, and the number now belongs to some fine ass nigga that shows up on her doorstep instead. So when he showed up on her doorstep, she said, hello, how you doing? How can I help you? And he basically said, I'm here for dessert. I felt like that moment where loneliness and risk stand right next to each other, and you have to choose which one you're giving into tonight. It reminded me of that feeling that so many Black women know when you want connection and closeness with someone, but you also know the dangers of it and what it can cost you to trust someone new and to open up, especially if you've been hurt in the past. It's so very hard to knock down your walls and be receptive and acceptive of someone who wants to come into your life. And it's kind of like that weird feeling where you crave warmth, where you crave presence, where you crave love, and you crave intimacy, and you want somebody to meet you where you are, but you still pause when it finally appears. Reading that Farre stood in that damn doorway, like literally having mental gymnastics going on while she's looking at this man standing wide-legged in front of her, and he's staring her down, and she feels a physical attraction to him, but he's at the same time a stranger who she didn't even mean to text. She thought she was texting her friend. So she's having mental gymnastics on whether or not she's gonna let this man in or close the motherfucking door and keep it moving and figure out what her friend's number really is. And so reading the scene, I was just like chuckling inside because you already know what's gonna happen. She's gonna let him in, but it's just the mental gymnastics of it all. Like just me envisioning myself as Farre. I can't even tell y'all what I would do, to be quite honest. If a fine ass man showed up on my doorstep like this, I can't even tell y'all what I would do. Like, I don't know if I'm easy to let this man in because I've been lonely and single for quite some time. I'm just keeping it real. Who knows? So our girl Farre, she ended up letting this man in, and she lets him in after she got clearance from his grandma, and I'll share about that later on. But she lets him in, and as soon as he comes in, like, they have this instant connection. They have really good banter, they have really good conversation, and there's a lot of like slick, subtle moments and stuff that they say where they're both feeling each other. Like, you already know, like, the sexual tension in the story, and it's quick, it's a short story, it's quick, I think it's no more than 8,000 words. You can instantly tell that these two are about to fuck. Like, the tension is thick, the sexual tension is thick, y'all. The spice starts right in Farre's kitchen, and Graham is very open about what he's doing. He's been studying her ever since she let him into her house. And it's not one of like creep shit or like he's like a criminal or a murderer or like just a bad person. It's because he's simply intrigued by her. She's beautiful and he can't keep his eyes off of her. So when they do get a little frisky, he makes it known very quickly that he's a pleaser. He's here to make sure that she feels good. So what had happened was he goes down on her, he fingers her, he talks her through it. Take me through there, take me through there. Take me through there, take me through there. He literally talks her through him eating her pussy and through her first orgasm of the night, y'all. He literally tells her, this is my dessert. He literally is facing her pussy with her legs spread eagle on the table, and he pulled up a chair and sat right up in front of her, and he literally says, this is my dessert. So the scene I want to talk about is when she welcomes him into her home, and she takes his coat, hangs it up in the coat closet, and he tells her thank you. And so she walks off without saying you're welcome. And so he corrects her in a way that changes the energy between them, but deliciously. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little part from it. A hand rested around the back of my neck, loosely, leaving me utterly baffled. Brown eyes rimmed with red stared at me. A dark pink tongue slid across already wet lips. I desperately wanted it to slide across me. My eyes were wide, unblinking. I couldn't bear the thought of missing a moment of him. His audacity was triggering. It pushed a button in my center without him touching it. It's, you're welcome, Graham. His frame towered over mine. I felt small and enlarged at once. My nerve endings had ditched me. I was alone in his hands, under his spell. You're welcome. The silken texture of my tone was hardly recognized. It was softer, more delicate, slower, quieter. Submission is instinctive when encountering a true leader. My mother had warned me. Still, here I was, perplexed. That a girl. So y'all, basically in that scene, he checked her to have manners when it comes to him. Like when I say thank you, you say you're welcome back. But he said it in the most sexy way, like, I'm not playing with you. I said thank you. And she said you're welcome. He said that a girl. Listen, I got a praise kink, okay? I really feel like I have a praise kink now after I've been reading so many Dom and Sub books this year. And it's just something about being called good girl or that a girl or getting spanked on the ass or being checked, okay, by your man put in a plate. Oh my God. So when I tell y'all, Farre had folded after this man did this. Like, she was instantly wet, like, by his commanding and domineering presence. And the way he said that to her, like, excuse me, he actually had yoked her up a little bit. It said, I said you're welcome, but he yoked her up from behind and was like, I said you're welcome. Like, Graham, I feel like he's the type that'll spank your ass during sex and then rub it after, like, and then spank you again, but then rub it. And then spank you again and then rub it. Like, that's what it's giving from this man. Let me stop. And sis didn't know who she was dealing with before. She knew who she was dealing with after that moment, okay? And so anything that he was doing after that, it was just turning her on. Like, she even mentioned that she was envisioning him bending her over and doing all kinds of nasty, freaky stuff to her. And then she was catching herself like, oh shit, like I'm having these nasty thoughts about a stranger. But the funny thing is, when we read Graham's point of view, he doesn't see her as a stranger. He's already envisioned a whole life with this girl. When he first saw her after she sent that photo to his phone, accidentally thinking it was her best friend, he fell in love. It was love at first sight for him. So in his point of view, he's seeing her as somebody he's familiar with. Like, he's so comfortable around her because he's already seen his entire future with her in his mind. He's seen kids, he's seen marriage, he's seen the whole shebang. Under all the spice and sexual tension between these two, the story is really about two people who are both seeking some kind of connection, but in different ways. And when they collide, it feels less like a coincidence and more like two people recognizing something familiar in each other. And moments like this, y'all, moments like that make you stop and think about what you would do. Would you really open your door up for a stranger on Thanksgiving Day? Would you let them in your house, someone you never met? Would you let them inside? If you were Farre and a fine ass man showed up on your doorstep, what are you doing? I want to know. Y'all drop it in the comments, because I feel like if this man showed up on my doorstep accidentally, like I sent him the text message that I thought I was sending to my friend, but he got it, I think I would have done the same thing that Farre did. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, you know, you never know what happens, because we have seen strangers send text messages to other strangers and then boom, a connection's made. Like a forever connection is made. It really reminds me of that one grandma who texted the wrong boy one holiday, and instead of ignoring it, she invited him over, and now they share Thanksgiving every single year. I don't know, y'all. Like, it sounds like on paper it sounds ridiculous, but real life has shown us that these unexpected connections happen in the strangest ways, but can create lasting relationships and connections. And also, what I love most about this story was that Graham knew that this shit was crazy. but he was willing to do whatever to calm her nerves and make her feel secure. So what he did was he called his grandma and he put her on speakerphone, and his grandma basically vouched for him and said that he's a good person, he's a good man to be around, but if he gives you any issues, call me, girl, because I'm gonna fuck him up. I'll check him for you. Grandma was not playing. And so like hearing the grandma vouch for her grandson, of course she probably is going to do that anyway, but hearing that gave her a sense of relief that Graham wasn't a murderer or somebody she should not entertain. So him doing that showed her that he had no intentions of like doing anything ill or malicious to her. He really just wanted to get to know a beautiful lady that he could not stop thinking about ever since she accidentally texted him 3 days prior. So this is my brown butter night in, biscuits in the oven, a warm bath, some more me body butter and oil and scrub on my skin, and a story that reminded me that the holiday nights can feel good even when you spend them the way you want to spend them. And if that means skipping out and flying to your hometown to be with your family, baking goodies, or being the dessert that's brought out on the table, getting her coochie ate by a fine ass man after Thanksgiving dinner, listen. Y'all, you don't have to feel guilty, okay? Don't feel guilty for not doing what the greater majority wants you to do. Choose you, choose softness, choose pleasure, and choose you every single time. Every single time. Y'all, if you have read Brown Butter, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't, I'm sorry to tell you, sis, that this was an exclusive by Grey Huffington that she only made available for 24 hours only on Black Friday. I'm sorry. But I had the pleasure of being able to edit this book, so I was able to read it in advance before general population, so I pray that you guys enjoy it as well. The good news is that I plan to do more nights like this, so if there's a book you want me to build the next Softest Night In around, drop it in the comments and let your girl know. But until next time, I thank you guys for spending the Softest Night In with me, and I will see you next time. Mwah.